Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'm going to be reacting to the entirety of London Calling by The Clash. And more specifically, we're going to check out the entirety of the first disc, because I was taking a look here on the Spotify. There is a total of 19 plus 21 songs if we check out both discs back to back. So I think a good place for us to start, courtesy of Frank the Rhythmic, is with the first 19 here. If you guys are unfamiliar with who I am, my channel, I'm Sohum. I love to discover new music of all kinds, and today we're actually revisiting The Clash after many, many months. I did one The Clash reaction, I don't even know at this point, it was to the song The Magnificent Seven, and I got a reasonable taste of their style. It felt very kind of in-your-face, defiant, and now getting to revisit them after so many, many months, this is going to be a bit of a refresher, but also a crash course in who they are, what they're about. So this album, London Calling, was released all the way in 1979. So if my math serves, that's 46 years ago. I'm going to put that into perspective as we listen to this today, but I'm excited to check this out. A special thank you, of course, goes to Frank the Rhythmic for making this generous donation request and the album selection. It is much appreciated, my friend. But now, let's jump into it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep notes of my favorite songs as we listen, and hopefully by the end, I can give you guys a short list, maybe a top 3 to 5. So, keep your own notes if you're down, and share them with me in the comments by the end of this. Let's jump in. Oh, that is a bass.
Boys and girls, London calling. Now don't look to us. Phony Beatlemania has bitten the dust. London calling. See, we ain't got no swing except for the rain and the crunch of thing. The ice age is coming. The sun's zooming in. Meltdown expected. The wheat is going thin.
I love the bounce in this.
But I have no fear.
It's like blending rock, punk a little bit of pop too.
To the imitation soul.
Oh,
forget it, brother, you can go it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out, draw another breath.
It's a very apocalyptic song.
I don't want to shout, but while we were talking,
reminds me of 28 Days Later.
London calling, see, we ain't got no hide except for that one with the yellowy eyes. The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in, engines stop running, the wheat is going thin, a nuclear error, but I have no fear, cause London
This is a fun track.
I live by the river.
Ooh, and the feedback too. I love the way it's spaced. Oh. This song has to be, oh my gosh, the electric. They're soaring above.
The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in, engines
Right.
running, the wheat is going thin.
Like, I was gonna say, this song has to be inspired by the fear of nuclear catastrophe, of of war between great powers breaking out and just destroying all that we've built.
A nuclear error, but I have no fear, cause London is drowning. I live by the river.
This is a vibey song. That sounds like a bit of like Morse code being sent to another like radio station or something, which is very typical in a in a post-apocalyptic scenario. That was a cool song. I'm also loosely, as I'm listening to this, I'm loosely reminded of there's a band I reacted to I think a few months back called INXS. I'm also loosely reminded of Queens of the Stone Age, which is another band that we chucked out many more months ago, especially in that just pulsing strum from the guitar as it was populating this mix. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so I should have read off all of the band members at the beginning of this reaction here, but I've got my notes on the side. So the lead vocalist is Joe Strummer, who also happens to play rhythm guitar. Then we've got Mick Jones on lead guitar, and he does vocals too. Then Paul Simonon on bass guitar and also a backing vocalist. And then lastly, Topper Hedon, who's on drums, percussion, piano. Great first song. I'm down to check out what's next. I was not expecting this post-apocalyptic groove. Now I got a Cadillac track. I feel like this is about to be really fast. Oh yeah. It's just rocking. You hear that attitude in there. Wow. There's I need to know the name of this like subgenre and like ingrain it in my brain, in my soul a little bit better. But this like doon 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 doon, that kind of like double strummed melodic movement upwards and then downwards and then we move it up again. I remember hearing that kind of style in, I think the genre is like rockabilly, something rock with hillbilly. It's like a combo, but this has like a punk rock kind of flavoring to that style. Super energetic. I like that track. It's fast, raw, fun, cool combo of that like punk rock and rock-a-hillbilly style. Jimmy Jazz. Ooh. That's low bass and then higher pitched whistle. And then listen to the panning too of the guitar on your left. Whistle kind of like moving through your right.
Police walked in for Jimmy Jazz. I said he ain't here.
The bass is like massaging the back of my like cranium.
Oh, you're looking for Jimmy Jazz. Yeah. Masagana for Jimmy Dread. Cut off his ears and chop off his head. Police come look for.
And listen to the movement in the bass line too. It's almost like that rockabilly vibe again.
Gonna take the message across the town. Maybe put it down somewhere over the other side. See it gets to Jimmy Jazz, Jazz.
I love how like laid back and playful this is. You hear the electric.
That's how the police came in. They said, "Now, where's Jimmy Jazz?" I said, "He was here."
Even the sort of lackadaisical vocal delivery
He's there looking for Jimmy Jazz.
feels a little bit like satirical.
Jazz is got to Masagana for Jimmy Dread. Cut off his ears, then they'll chop off his head. Oh, you're looking for Jimmy Jazz, 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 Jazz.
Oh,
What a relief.
yeah, the sax is gonna do it for me. The sax is gonna do it. It's definitely very jazz tinged, but what genre is this still? It's not full jazz. Wow, and his voice is so low relative to the sax.
Don't you bother me, not anymore. I can't take this tale, oh no more. It's all around. Jimmy Jazz, Jazz, Zay,
Oh my gosh, this is too big. That's what she said. I'll just pull the lyrics up on the side.
Jimmy Jazz. And then it sucks.
It's something very whimsical is happening, and I was not expecting it to happen. What is going on? Brother.
So go look.
With the trumpet now.
You can try your luck, brother, and see what you found. But I guarantee you that it ain't your day, your day. It ain't your day.
Wow, these three tracks are so different from each other. That was somewhere in the realm of jazz, but I'm not quite sure. Oh. Very upbeat already.
Well, I got a friend who's the man. What man? The man who keeps me from the lonely. The only. He gives me what I need. What's got?
Call and response. Wow, listen to those flow changes. Somehow it feels like it slows down and speeds up on the same tempo.
He gives it to me. Anything I want. He gives it, but not for free. It's foul. And it's paid for. I'm so grateful to be nowhere. This year I've lost some friends. Nothing, I don't know, I ain't even noticed.
He lost a friend? Why is he so
See,
upbeat?
I gotta get out again. My friend, I gotta see them in there. Yeah. Oh, anything I want, he gives it to me. Anything I want, he gives it, but not for free. It's foul. And it's paid for. And I'm so grateful to be nowhere.
For a song that's titled Hateful, it feels so happy, jovial, upbeat. But then, like, actually paying more attention to the lyrics, it sort of reveals this, like, this, like, darker undercurrent. So we got a happy melody on one hand and a dark reality on the other. I love songs like this because they're so deceptive on the surface, because, like, as I'm listening, I'm like, wow, I'm into this. It's like a happy moment, and then reality actually sets in. There's a bunch of songs like off the top of my head that give me that vibe. I'm just gonna give you one that was a classic example for me growing up. There's a band called Bullet for My not Bullet for My Valentine. They're a great band. Hollywood Undead. This band, they're an interesting style. Not sure if you would like that if you are a Clash enjoyer. I'm not sure how that Venn diagram looks, but anyways, they have a song called Bullet. It's so happy sounding, and lyrically it is precisely the opposite. Oof. It's like a drug dealer. Anything I want, he gives it to me. And I'm hateful. Wow. I like this song. Wow. What a different expectation I had for that song, even as we first heard it. But that was like firmly in pop punk. Rudie cannot fail. Whoa. Whoa. That is, oh gosh, this is a genre that we don't get much on the channel. Ska, I think. Yeah, with the trumpets, this sort of like reggae bounce. Gives me a bit of Grateful Dead vibes, honestly, too. Dun, 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 dun. Where have I heard that melody and rhythm before? That like 1-2 punch, there's like a memory unlock about to happen. I've heard that before at least. Rudie is. Is he? Are we talking about a specific person? Oh, I love the panning, by the way. Like, if you have headphones on, you'll know what I'm talking about. I love the swing feel in a lot of this too. Yeah, you know what's interesting, I mean, about this all so far is like I feel like a big part of my enjoyment is coming from the bass, and it, interestingly, as I said, it kind of sits behind my cranium the way it's kind of mixed and how it feels physically, but it also like shows up a bit in front. So a lot of when I hear these brighter elements, like whether they're in the trumpets or the sax or the vocals or guitar, whatever else it may be, it's almost like the bass is like this huge, oh god, I shouldn't have thought of a cooking analogy because right now I'm hungry, so let me go down a different route. Imagine you have a complete empty plot of land. It's just grass, right? That is your base here, and it feels like all of the other elements like are the different ornamentations around when you kind of start fixing up your backyard, adding patio furniture, okay, putting on a light, some insect repellent thing, and you just continue to add little elements. But the foundation is all of that grass. If the grass doesn't look right, if the grass doesn't sound right, it's not going to be as hospitable of an environment regardless of how much you ornament the track. So I love that the main fixture somehow feels like it is the bass, and then my attention and focus goes to the other elements. And if the bass wasn't there, I wonder how the counterfactual of this song would feel without its richness. I don't think it would be bad by any means, but the bass is doing so much for me, and Rudie can't fail. Love the vibe in this, super ska, super like reggae. Just another jovial track. Spanish bombs. Oh, nice chord already. I love that last chord.
Spanish songs in Andalusia. The student side in the days of 39. Oh, please leave the vendana open. Federico Locker, dead and gone. Bullet holes in the cemetery wall. The black car of the Guardian of the Beer. Spanish bombs on the Costa Rica. I'm flying in on a DC-10 tonight. Spanish bombs, you have to quiero y bonito. Yo te quiero, oh my god, a song. Spanish bombs, yo te quiero y bonito. Yo te quiero, oh my god, a song. Spanish weeks in my disco.
What is this song about? There's something political is happening. Maybe I don't know the history. I love this like pop rock, folk punk kind of feel. Yeah, and I love this melody. The melody ascends, it climbs up, and then it falls back down again. It just follows that pattern. It's especially aided by this chord progression. Wow. It's like some moments I'm like, do I hear something in the background? And there is a very light electric guitar. This is like the ornamentation I'm talking about. I like this song too. How many bangers have we had back to back? 4 or 5? I mean, pretty much all these songs. But Jimmy Jazz through Spanish Bombs, I dug them all. Empanada. There's something very ballad, romantic-esque about this song, but there's this like political edge to it coming from the lyrics, but I just don't understand. Yeah, I'm gonna look up the meaning of that song, so I have some context. Spanish Bomb, The Clash meaning. Spanish Bombs by The Clash contrasts modern tourism in Spain with the heroic sacrifices of the Spanish Civil War and the struggles of Basque separatists, linking the violence of past and present through the lens of a tourist destination. Oh, that is interesting. I would not have ever known about the Spanish Civil War. The song honors the anti-fascist poet Federico Garcia Lorca, whose death is alluded to in the lyrics, and highlights the contrast between the country's tragic past and its present-day image as a vacation spot. Yeah, that just conceptually is very interesting to me, because histories, places, environments, buildings, wherever, there's so much history behind it. So on the surface it may seem like, it's all sunshine and rainbows, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that construction and inhabits that space and time, especially if you're tearing things down completely and reconstructing something anew. It's almost impossible to tell what's going on historically unless you had that external context. There was a very interesting YouTube video I saw the other day. The days always blend in for me, so one of these other days I saw this video about how fast food chains, they used to be very diverse in their architecture. And as an example, like McDonald's used to have like the big M's that would like envelop and become part of the building. Like White Castle would literally be a constructed castle, and more with the direction of time progressing us into modernity. So many of these buildings are now just all cookie cutter versions of each other. They're indistinguishable from one another. There's no charm, there's no character. You can even apply the same logic to like corporate logos, for example. Look longitudinally over time and see how corporate logos, there was more personality, more zest to it in the 90s and the early 2000s. And as we enter the 2020s, all of it is just, almost like copies of the other. And you lose the history of that. You lose the identity of that thing. You lose the history of that place with these constant changes with time. And the reason, I think, with the fast food stuff and the logos, there's a reason why they do this. It's because if that building in the future needs to be sold, it's far less likely somebody wants to purchase a White Castle for their purposes. They would probably want a more genericized building. And there's a problem. There's a problem with genericizing all of society. Anyways, you lose the history. You lose the edge that made it unique. This is a cool concept for a song. I wish I understood the Spanish Civil War a little bit more than I do.
Say, where did I see this guy? In Red River, or a place in the sun. Maybe a misfit.
Wow. Wow. I love the way they fuse rock and jazz together. Super playful.
New York, 42nd Street. Hustlers rustle and pimp the beat. Money Cliff is recognized at dawn. He ain't got no shoes.
Montgomery Cliff? I don't know this person either.
Money's face is broken on a wheel. Is he alive? Can he still feel? And everybody says he alright. Everybody say shine a light.
Is he okay?
Everybody say it's not funny. That's Montgomery Cliff,
I feel like so many of these songs are about like contemporary issues at the time in the late 70s and 80s. Some of which I don't have the context for. But it's a vibe regardless. Oh, I love that big band feel with the horns, man. The sax, it's just all so fluid. Big fan of this like rock jazz fusion feel because it's very playful, right? It doesn't lean too far into rock, not too far into jazz, but it has the energy of rock and the fun elements of jazz. It's like a perfect melding of worlds. Trying to imagine myself right now as a child being lost in a supermarket. I don't think this is the kind of song I would have in my brain.
I'm all lost in the supermarket.
Nice syncopated drum.
I can no longer shop happily. I came in here for a special offer, guaranteed personality. I wasn't born so much as I fell out. Nobody seemed to notice me. We had a hedge back home in the suburb, over which I never could see.
Something about like loneliness in this suburban wasteland. Kind of reminds me of that track by Rush, Subdivisions, I believe it's called, where conceptually this idea of being in the suburbs, isolated from others, despite living in a place that should be more communal. I also like that this is kind of like a more, I wouldn't say melancholic sounding song, but like compared to everything we've heard thus far, it is like the most subdued.
Hearing that noise was my first ever feeling. That's how it's been all around me. I'm all lost in the supermarket. I can no longer shop at.
Yeah, it's a very suburban thing, the supermarket.
I'm all tuned in. I see all the programs. I save coupons for packets of tea.
Yeah.
I've got my giant hit discotheque album. I empty a bottle. I feel a bit.
All the consumerism.
Kits and halls and the pipes in the walls make me noises for company. Long distance callers make long distance calls, and the silence makes me lonely.
This is a cool vibe for a song. I mess with it. It's gonna be hard for me to rank these songs. My top 5 list is gonna have 10 of them.
I'm all lost in the supermarket. I can no longer shop happily. I came in here for the special offer, guaranteed personality. I'm all lost in the supermarket. I can no longer shop happily. I came in here for a special offer, guaranteed personality. I'm all lost.
Take a shot every time I say what a vibe, because what a vibe this is too. And you know, it's easy to get lost in the supermarket. Like, it's kind of by design. Like, even casinos, I mean, that's like the most egregious example, where they literally don't have windows, they don't have easy maps to find out where you are, or clocks to let you know how long you've been there. The purpose is to keep you confused and in a state of constant, let's say, dopaminergic responses from your environment. So like a supermarket, sales here, offers there, products here to improve your life there. All of it is shite. All of it is shiny and bright. I combine that to produce shite, which is the exact opposite. Well, maybe not. Shiny, bright, allure you in, make you want more than you actually need, and you stay lost because it's not actually who you are. You are just sort of being bombarded with all of this external things, making you think you need something that you really don't. Extending the logic from the supermarket to just like overall suburban life, it would look more something like you are now lost in the normalcy of this excessive consumerism and alienation from others. Because how can you find yourself if everybody is being afflicted by this kind of world setup? You know, it's like, just because I'm experiencing an environment in one way doesn't mean everybody else isn't either. Actually, most of us are being affected similarly by the environment. And if it's drawing lines between us, if it's alienating us or keeping us more lonely, then it's doing that to every single one of us at the same time. It's such a bouncy song too. Like, again, like how Hateful was. It's kind of got this like darker undercurrent if you really dive into it, but still jovial on the surface. The way the vocals are mixed here, they're so low. It's hard to even really hear them well. There we go. Interesting how sparse the mix is relative to the other tracks. A lot of empty space between the drum hits. kind of like a Rage Against the Machine vibe in this one. It's like middle management. Kind of taking this because it seems like this whole group, the Clash, are very politically motivated, one way or the other. The song, to me, it feels like anti-conformity, because the Clampdown, it's restricting one's freedom, one's liberal views, imposing the hegemonic structure from above down to the root, rather than the root actually growing and blossoming into a more beautiful society. This is like an artificial thing that's been imposed onto us. I guess like that's just where authoritarianism would lead, really. The clampdown of all aspects of life.
Lately what I'm doing is fully paid their dues. Working for the clampdown. Ha! Long and long. Working for the clampdown. Ha! Long and long. Working for the clampdown. Yeah, I'm working hard in Harrisburg. Working hard in Petersburg. Working for the clampdown. Working for the clampdown. Ha! Long and long. Begging to be melted down. And I'll give away no secrets.
A lot of youthful energy also in the Clash, I gotta say. It feels very like, this feels very youthful, I don't know. Yeah, man. Be your own person. Don't just be restricted in all aspects of life despite people or institutions trying to. This is a cool vibe. Oh, bit of reggae in that strum. Just like, yeah.
How you gonna come? With your hands on your head, on the trigger of your gun. When the law break in,
I'm loving this is bass forward again.
shot down on the pavement, or waiting in death pool. You can crush us, you can bruise us, but you'll have to answer to. The money feels good, and your life you like it well. But surely your time will come, as in heaven as in hell.
There's a little boingy boing sound in there. They keep throwing in these little these little things.
You see, he feels like
This is very bouncy. That's how I would describe this track.
his game is called surviving. At the end of the holiday term, you know it means
tumbling drums, and then the boingy boings, and the strums, right? Ascending, descending, ascending, descending.
How you gonna come with your hands on your head or on the trigger of your gun? You can't crush us, you can't bruise us, and even shoot us. But shut down on the pavement, waiting in death row. This game was surviving, as in heaven, as in hell. You can crush us, you can bruise us, but you'll have to answer to Dr. Brixton. Dr. Brixton. Dr.
Man, the bounce and all this, they opt for so much like reggae. Oh wow. And then we're like back in that kind of ska vibe. Oh, I did want to say I really liked melodically what was going on in the Guns of Brixton. And again, they opt for this kind of like low bassy feel that just sits in the middle. Again, that serves as that kind of lot of grass. I'm loving these songs. They're all so fresh for my ears. Oh my gosh. A moving bass line. It's so unpredictable for me.
Why do you try to cheat and trample people under your feet? Don't you know it is wrong to cheat the crying man? Don't you know it is wrong to cheat the crying man? Well, you better stop. It is the wrong Em Boyo. You lie, steal, cheat and deceit. It's such a small game. Don't you know it is wrong to cheat the crying man? Don't you know it is wrong to cheat the crying man? You better stop. It is the wrong Em Boyo.
You hear the organ too in the right. That's the first time I'm like even making that like that comment, because the organ has been like more subtle throughout. Whoa. These textures, bro. Oh my god, it is so complicated.
And staggerlies come out on top. Don't you know it is wrong to cheat the crying man? Don't you know it is wrong to cheat the stagger man? You better stop. Hey, it is the wrong Em Boyo.
I don't understand how.
You must start all over again. All over again. Don't you know it is wrong? Play it, Billy, play. Don't you know it is wrong? Play it, Billy, play. You will find
Wow.
it is the right Em Boyo.
I don't understand how 4 members of this band are able to produce so much sound. My assumption is that like all of the horns and trumpets and saxes and all that stuff, that's being outsourced to other like session players or just like in the recording itself. But even outside of that, there's so much happening with different effects, the different instruments. It feels like if it is 4 members playing all of this, they have like 4 hands each to accommodate, because there's so much happening.
Right Em Boyo. If you must lie and deceit and trample people under your feet, don't you know it is wrong to cheat a trying man? Don't you know it is wrong to cheat a trying man? You better stop. It is the wrong Em Boyo. Hey, it's the wrong Em Boyo. It is the wrong
going now, boys? You guys enjoying your time? Hopefully you are. I'm having a good time. We're, I guess, a little after the halfway mark. I feel like I already know I'm gonna like this track. Yeah, lean back into that rock. I'm reminded so much of Bruce Springsteen right now, and a bit of a Thin Lizzy. That are you picking up on that melody in this? Like, there is that in there, right? I'm not crazy. Tumbling drums are so cool. Those vocals are fun. They say hello, and you say okay. Don't wanna play the show. No, all you're thinking was a death or glory now. Playing the blues and pennies, so it's better now. Let's change the color. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, I like the switch up. These songs are all so dynamic, by the way. I probably should have said that like 50 minutes ago. Long time, got to travel over mountains, got to travel overseas. We gonna fight, your brother, we gonna fight. Till you lose, we gonna raise trouble. I like that song. That was like a rock anthem. Koka Kola. In the gleaming corridor of the 51st floor, the money can be made if you really want some more. Executive decision, a clinical precision, jumping from the windows filled with indecision. I get good advice from the advertising world. Treat me nice. Yeah. I was gonna guess, just given the song title and the fact that they are very political, very conscious, anti-consumerism, that this song is going to be a sort of immediate critique of consumerism using the lens of, you know, at least the song lens of Coca Cola up front. I get good advice from the advertising world. Yeah. Treat me nice. good advice from the advertising world.
Where there isn't any to freeze, man, freeze. It's the pause that refreshes in the corridors of power. When top men need a top up long before the happy hour. Your snakeskin suit and your alligator boot. You don't need a long neck chicken.
Yeah, all of these like non-essential products.
Advertising world, treat me nice, just a body girl.
Wow, listen to the layering too of the vocals.
Coka Kola advertising and cocaine. Strolling down the Broadway in the rain.
Right, because it used to use cocaine.
Neon light sign says it. I read it in the paper. They're crazy. Yes, it's your life. Maybe so. In the White House, I know. All over Berlin, they do it for years. And in Manhattan, coming through the door is a snub nose 44. The barrel can't snort. It can spatter on the floor. Your eyeballs feel like pinballs and your tongue feels like a fish. You're leaping from the window saying, don't give it out. Cook life, advertising world. Oh, treat me nice as a party girl. Cook life, where there isn't any, so freeze. Man, freeze. Hit the deck.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk endlessly about the excessive consumerism that exists in our society. A lot of what we just do in our spare time is all related to consumerism because you have to buy to have access. You need a subscription to do something. You always are basically pinching dollars and cents to make something happen. But you can invert the question and ask yourself, well, this is the means to get this thing, but do I actually need this thing? Oftentimes we as just individuals don't challenge our assumptions, but if we just specify the conversation towards consumerism, we sometimes don't question why we have the beliefs we do about a certain brand or certain product, or why we want to buy this thing. Is it because of social influence of others? Is it because we feel we would be ostracized if we didn't purchase this thing? Is it just the fad of the season that is like catching everything by storm and it feels permanent when it is just a fleeting moment in time? Is this thing going to actually serve me and my real goals, or is it going to delay me from achieving it, whether it's something financial or even just taking time away from the things you ought to focus on to improve your life? Now, it's not to just completely criticize consumerism and purchasing things, because there's things that nourish us. There's things that fill our souls and make us happy, truly happy. And, you know, I can't just like admonish all of the products that there are out there, but, you know, so often it is the case that many of the things that are out there don't serve us spiritually, emotionally, physically. They're there more to siphon rather than to provide true value. And some of the even shadier like marketing tactics and advertising tactics used are meant to induce fear in you. Because if I don't have this thing, then I'm going to suffer X, Y, and Z consequences. So instead of the framing being, hey, this thing is going to be of benefit to you in X, Y, and Z and help you achieve your goals, it's going to be, if you don't have this thing, your life is going to crumble within, you know, a very short amount of time, thereby increasing your urgency to purchase. It's all of these incremental little nudges that impact your psychology, even subconsciously, and over a long enough time horizon, this consumerism machine wins. Only if you don't decide to turn your brain on. Activating that prefrontal cortex in the face of so much mixed messaging out there, it's the best way to parse out, you know, the wheat from the chattel. Is that a phrase? The wheat from the chaff? Something like that. Piano start. Whoa. Became grand all of a sudden. There was that melody earlier too. Which song was that? Was that Brand New Cadillac? Like, I'll catch some of these lyrics and I'm like, what is happening? A gambler brought to his knees and then shot? He was murdered. That's not good. Those are bright notes. The mix is so full. I mean, every frequency range is utilized well. It's kind of a tragic story the more it comes together. I like that they're kind of reusing this melody. It kind of creates a melodic through line in this album. Not only in terms of style, but actual melody. I think it's cool to be self-referential in that kind of way, especially in the context of an album. I was almost expecting that to be like a ballad at first. Lovers Rock. The drums just dropped out here. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be like the make-out spot. You make lovers rock. It's the double entendre too. It's not just like the location lovers rock, but make lovers rock. Maybe it's actually a triple entendre if you're thinking of the musical rock and also rock physically rocking. Make real cool. Lovers rock. A genuine lover takes off his clothes. This feels very light, you know what I mean? A bit like soft rock kind of vibe. This is like one of the first times the electric guitar is really pronounced here as lead. Because other times it's quieter in the mix.
You must know the place you can get to make lovers rock. Everybody knows it's a grinding shame, but nobody knows about baby's name when she forgets that thing that she had.
Am I understanding this correctly?
Oh, she swallowed.
Something... maybe I'm misinterpreting a lyric here. Give me a second.
Yeah, you can throw away all your human theories. Once you lost that grubby feeling. Yeah, hey. Ridiculous, isn't it? That's what they call it. So, follow me down. Whoa. Love is love. Ooh, my, darling, love is love. Love is my, oh, love is love.
I'm trying to find what the song is about online.
Mostly on the floor now.
There's a long Reddit post. Too long. It's this little like door stopper noise that continues to persist throughout these tracks.
Oh, you love her.
Another fun production. So I pulled up this website here on the on my screen. I don't know if you'll be able to if I can fix it so you can see it quick. Oh gosh, I don't want to mess up the recording. Let me just read it off here. This is from faroutmagazine.co.uk. They are recounting the Clash song Joe Strummer wrote when inspired by the contraceptive pill. That's the title. The best summation of this newfound focus on adulthood is Lover's Rock, a song about participating in safe sex and using contraceptives. A lot of people in the Western Hemisphere have problems, Joe Strummer once explained. No one really wants to talk about this kind of thing, but it's very common, especially with boys turning into men. You get some great bird and fuck it up, right? The song mainly tries to tell you how to do it properly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like this like swallowing, the verb that was used, because you could take it one of two ways. I'm just gonna leave it less a little bit ambiguous, but I think you know what both ways are. So yeah, okay, it does have to do with contraception and love making. I didn't quite pick up on the like coming of age, like being taught how to do this though. In that way, Strummer also advocates against the pill because of the negative effect it can have on a woman's psyche. The pill leads to dreadful depressions with some girls. Taking the pill every day, sometimes getting fat, and they don't know why, and that makes them feel worse. I mean, I was a dwarf when I was younger, grew to my normal size later on, but before then, I had to fight my way through school. Strummer continues, anyways, that's why I wrote the song, even though it's a bit of a touchy subject. I don't agree with the pill at all. Wow. I would not have come to that conclusion at the end of this. So he's taking the perspective of like, this is like what can be utilized. There's contraception out there, but I also disagree with its usage because of the way it can impact a woman's either psyche or physiology. And, you know, I think in the US at least, it's a free country. Once you're of age, you can decide what you would like to do with your body or with the supervision of your parents and doctors. But it is interesting, some of the studies out there about contraceptives and how it does impact, well, of course, a woman's hormones, because it is literally there to impact a woman's hormones. And if you imagine the entire system that is your body and the way all of the pieces working together with endocrinology in mind, all of the potential second order effects aren't well understood over an extremely long enough time horizon to say that there won't be a potential risk associated with it. So there are, cases where, women do gain more weight, or they are affected physiologically by the contraceptive pill one way or the other. And there was another interesting article about the way that women find men attractive, heterosexual women find men attractive on versus off the pill changes. So for women on the pill, they prefer men with less sexually dimorphic traits, meaning the resemblance is more feminine rather than like masculine dimorphic traits. And then for women off the contraceptive pill, on a balance of probabilities, they prefer men with, more polarizing masculine traits. It's been a while since I actually looked into that, so things may have changed in the literature, but there's a lot of interesting stuff out there, that's for sure. But thank God for Far Out Magazine for giving me the context there.
Well, they were given the grace to go right in the sun. They loosened the screws at the back of the tongue. They don't know one, but they had begun.
Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Are we bringing it back to London Calling? It's a bit like, they're like a jovial punk rock, Hear like the galloping beat in the drums, not in the guitar. The guitar is holding sustained chords, but in the drums, it's like they're literally galloping, clopping towards. The electric guitar, like lightning in the distance, like a thunder, crackling. A lot of rock rebellion in this one. What are the Four Horsemen? It's like conquest, famine, death, war. Oh, I like this intro already. A little groovy. Yeah. These little triplet patterns in the drums. I feel like my brain is like overloaded now with all of these songs. I'll do my best to remember everything. Ooh, the hand drum. I like this. Dude, Joe has such a unique vocal style. Where's this Mick? I don't actually... I don't have a way to verify without the visual. I love the way that song built towards the end. That's probably one of my top songs already. Oh my gosh. Right back into the ska reggae vibe. Penultimate track here. It's all on the bounce, bro. I would be very curious to find out if the Clash here have ever covered something from the Grateful Dead. I don't know why. I just feel like because of the ska and reggae style songs I've heard, that they could also probably do an interesting Grateful Dead cover, depending on the track, of course, but I can see it. I can see the vision.
Be careful how you move back, you dig me in the back, and I'm so pilled up that right now I have got the sharpest knife, so I got the biggest slice. I got no time to do battle. Hey, everybody smash up your seats and rock to this brand new beat. This your music mash up the nation. This your music cause a sensation. Tell your mom, tell your pa, everything gonna be alright. Can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. Gonna be alright. A revolution rock. I am in a state of shock. So bad, bad rock.
There's kind of like a looseness to this track.
Revolution rock. Careful how you slide, Clyde. All you did was glide. You poured your beer in me hot. Keep my good eye on the
Super
beat,
groovy.
living on Fixation Street. I ain't got no time for
Again,
that.
very textured with the hand drums underneath,
Smash up your seat and
syncopated
rock
strumming
to
in the
this
left,
brand new beat.
vocals in the middle,
This your music, mash up the nation. This your music, cause
organ in the right.
sensation.
Organ has always been in the right.
Tell your pa, everything gonna be alright. Can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. Gonna be alright. Revolution rock.
I really like this now. It continues to win me over.
Yeah, so get that cheese grater going against the grain.
Nice rich bass.
Wearing you down. Pressure increase. Everybody smash up your seats and rock to this brand new beat. This is music, smash up nations. This is music, cause a sensation. Tell your mama, forget your father. Everything gonna be alright. Can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. Gonna be alright. Revolution rock. To the coolest mobsters in Kingtown, with the hardest eyes and the cruelest tone. Is your heart so made of rock that the blood must run round the block? Are you listening, mobsters? Hey, all people crawl, gotta die, while cargo food goes rolling by.
Oh,
It's food for thought, mobsters.
oh, I like how it's
Young people shoot their
a simplified
days
mix
away.
here.
I've seen talent thrown away.
Wow, and Joe is just letting it
Are you loan shark?
fly vocally.
The organ play, and they're dancing to the brand new beat. This your music, my God, miss. This music, cause that sensation. Tell your mama, tell your papa, everything will be alright. Can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. Everything's gonna be alright. I say revolution rock. There's that old cheese going out. It's rubbing me down. This must be the way out.
I love this vibe so much, man. This has been so fun.
Here's a cheap bit.
I was not expecting all of these songs to sound the ways that they have. Because I knew their eclectic style, their political edge,
Oola, oola, oola.
their youthfulness, their punch. But this whole collection is, it's absurd.
Anything song you want. Playing request now on the bandstand. El Clash combo. Rate $15 a day. Weddings, parties, anything. And bongo jams are specialities.
Here we are. We've arrived at the end. Leave a comment. Let me know which were your favorite tracks. Comment for the algorithm too. Thank you. Would help out a lot.
Say you stand by your man. Tell me something I don't understand. You said you love me, that's a lie. And then you left me, said you felt trapped. Well, some things you can't explain away. But the heartaches in me till this day. And stand by me, not at all. Stand by me.
It's almost like a harmonica somewhere in the back, if I'm hearing it correctly. It's immediately catchy. The way the drums lead into the guitar riff. Oh. Yeah. It's a perfect like alley-oop.
Now I got a job, but it don't pay. I need
This definitely feels like the ending credits of a movie. Everybody's dancing. School's let out. We're hugging. Beat the bad guys. Oh, and the fade out here. Wow, that was a mission. Whoa, there you have it. That was London Calling by The Clash. I mean, what an experience. I don't even know where to start. Oh man, that was really different than most of what I'm used to listening to on this channel. I can definitely understand why they're so legendary just from this album alone, and this was just disc 1. Maybe we'll do a disc 2 in the future. We'll see about that. God, they're very talented. I love the fusion of all of these genres. We had the rock, the punk, the reggae, the ska, the pop. What was that genre I was trying to name before? Like Rocka Hillbilly. There was another one in there too. It's definitely like they're all over the place in that regard. So from song to song, you just don't know what you're going to get. Excuse my camera. It dies every 30 minutes if you haven't, seen the timestamps here. Yeah, they do pretty much everything, even in between all of those genres that I listed. And it's all tied together with this youthful energy and attitude to boot. But also, most of the tracks, I would say, were very playful. There was never really any true melancholic track. I think the closest we got was in Lost in the Supermarket. And maybe you could even say with Hateful, but honestly, like, the vibe of it was still positive, but lyrically maybe you could come away with a bit more sadness. I think, oh god, it's hard to say what I love about this most, but a component that I love a lot about what we heard is that it feels very fresh, just sonically. The composition, the production, there's a lot going on musically, like the way that all of these tracks are layered. It is not simple by any means. I don't think there was a simple song with just a few chords, drums, guitar, vocalist. There was no one track really like that was just like kind of set it and forget it. All of these require a kind of active ear to pick up on all of the little rhythmic and melodic nuances they're up to. But not only does it feel fresh from like a musical perspective, it feels fresh from a narrative perspective of the different topics that are being touched on. It continues to be relevant despite 46 years of a gap between this album's release and the present date. The fact that a lot of the songs that I was able to understand do touch on things that affect us in the current day means that they have a pretty good pulse of what's going on in their present moment and up until now. They're visionaries in that regard. I would also say that they aren't just a punk band. When I first was like looking into The Clash, when I checked out that song Magnificent Seven many moons ago, I was under the impression that they were mostly punk with, again, that political edge, that tint to them, where that's kind of the topic that they focus on, more like a kind of a Rage Against the Machine kind of vibe. But they are so much more eclectic than that. I mean, we heard all the genres, we heard all of the unique effects that they were adding throughout too. I don't have a good comparison to like the totality of everything we heard here. There's not one band that can really match that whole scheme. I know I was referencing a lot of other artists throughout this, but that's because I can pick a moment in time or a certain element that is reminiscent of those other groups, but not to say that The Clash is characterized wholly by them. So yeah, let me now end off with my top songs from London Calling. So I wrote down a bunch, and I'm gonna just try to reduce this to a top 5, maybe give you a few honorable mentions. I think London Calling, the first track, definitely has to go on this list, and this is in no particular order, but London Calling makes my top 5. Then I want to put in Revolution Rock, which is track 18. Then I want to put in I'm Not Down. There's some other good ones too. See, we're already like fighting for space. There's only 2 more spots left in the 5, and I have I've written down a bunch here. I want to put Lost in the Supermarket in the top 5, but I think it just needs to be an honorable mention for me, because I think in terms of the actual melody and the song itself, I was more drawn to its lyrics and like meaning rather than the actual musicality. Granted, I could just judge my top 5 based on whatever matters to me most. I think I want to focus this top 5 more on the music rather than the lyrics. So I'll put Lost in the Supermarket in the honorable mentions category. So where are we at? We have London Calling, Revolution Rock, I'm Not Down so far. Now it's between I've got 3 here that needs to fit into 2. I got Rudie Can't Fail, Spanish Bombs, and Death or Glory. Oh, the card cheat was good too. Okay, I'm just going to stick with what I had. Rudie Can't Fail, Spanish Bombs, and Death or Glory. I think I definitely want to put in Spanish Bombs. So that will be my 4th. Between Rudie Can't Fail and Death or Glory, what am I going to do? Should I flip a coin? I'll flip a coin. Let me go to Google real quick. Flip a coin. All right. Heads, Rudie Can't Fail. Tails, Death or Glory. You guys want to watch it? Okay, hold on. Flip a coin. Okay, I'm going to flip it again. So heads is Rudie Can't Fail. Tails is Death or Glory. Okay, Death or Glory gets into the top 5 here. So I will restate my top 5. We've got London Calling, Revolution Rock, I'm Not Down, Spanish Bombs, and Death or Glory, with honorable mentions being Lost in the Supermarket and Rudie Can't Fail. Let me know what your list looks like. I definitely have the feeling about this band in particular, especially of these 19 songs, this is probably a very contentious list. I'm sure you could pretty much put any combination of 5 songs from all of what we heard into the top 5, and you can make a reasonable case for every single one of them. I don't want to start down the road of like which songs would I definitely not put in my top 5, but I feel like you could really make a good case for everything in this list. I also really like Clampdown. I'm just gonna yap endlessly, and 4 Horsemen is good too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know what your thoughts are about everything here today, but that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and want to request one yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.